Loretto Football had an undefeated regular season in 2023. Now it's time to move on and start anew.
The big thing is to not really even look back at last year. It was great while it happened, but last year is last year. This is a completely different team. I think new looks on everything. It's completely different, but we just got to take it. All we've talked about is the first quarter of Collinwood, first snap of the game. We can't look ahead too far, but I think talent-wise we're just as good as last year, and as long as we do the stuff we're supposed to, we'll be just fine.
The Mustangs will return their starting quarterback in Mason Tidwell, who got valuable experience from filling in a year ago.
When you come back for the second year, everything's a little slower for you. When that first year is when you're thrown into the fire, so to speak, is like people like to say, it's almost like drinking out of a fire hose, kind of deal. Yeah. And this year he's much more relaxed, much more inquisitive, and kind of calling some of the protections and doing some of the things that last year he knew what to do, but he just wasn't as comfortable, until later in the season. But we're expecting a lot of big things from him.
Loretto's skill position room is loaded again, led by Nicholas McDowell and Corbin Reynolds, and several others who have a chance to step up.
It was kind of worrisome, thinking about having Jack and Clint leave, but seeing the receivers that came up behind them, it really, different play styles, obviously it's going to be a little bit different, but it's really great having those young guys, and they're going to step up big this year.
Up front, the lines on both sides of the ball will have experience and toughness being their strong suit.
We return all of our linemen, up front for the most part. We lost a couple guys, but we returned some guys with some playing experience. So, we're looking forward to having those guys up front because they've had a good offseason, gotten bigger and faster, and all that kind of stuff.
The goal for the Mustangs is to continue to improve each and every season. Now the bar has been set very high.
This team has to form its own identity. They have to be themselves. They can't be last year's team. They certainly don't want to be next year's team, because that means the season's over. But they just have to take it one day at a time. That's what we talk about. 1% better every day, and just try to get good enough that the first quarter at Collinwood we can try to win the first quarter of that game and try to build and build and build. We don't try to go from 0 to 50% better in one day. We just try to take it easy from day to day, and maybe you messed up this read yesterday as a linebacker. Well, today let's fix that read and not mess up anything else, and just try to build from day to day.